everybody! I hope you are ready for this first English video and that you will enjoy it. I'm going to share some drawings about my time passed at Paparoa. It's a countryside in the north of the North Island. It's very green and extremely windy. I stayed 3 weeks with a generous and lovely family, Glenda and Grant, a cat and a dog. The focus of these drawings are about the farm and all the things Grant does with the cows and the sheep. What I first discovered in Paparoa, it was a beautiful tree with a grey trunk and red flowers, called the languages of fire. What Grant explained to me is this tree switch between flowers and green leaves. This tree never grows fruits. We are used to see trees growing fruits. The first drawing is about the opossum hunting. I really enjoy hunting with Grant. I hope I will keep practicing shooting when I will return to France. The hunt takes place during the night, so we use a torch to look for the opossum in the trees and to shoot it with the gun. The eyes of the opossums are orange in the dark. Be careful to not confuse it with other animals. The eyes of the sheep are green in the dark, for example. Why we kill opossums? There are many reasons and I agree with these reasons. Firstly, opossum destroys vegetables and trees. Also, they eat birds' eggs, so it's not good for the kiwi birds who lay the eggs on the ground. Kiwi birds can't fly. Lastly, no animals eat opossum. That is why there are so many in New Zealand. Sometimes the government paid people to shoot it. Grant also showed me how to skin the opossum with a machine. He sends the fur to factories where they will make gloves. Grant finished the work by giving the carcasses of the opossum to his dogs. I was too upsetting to draw, that is why I can only describe it to you. Oops. You must move and... Ah yes, like this. Thank you, cameraman. Grant is a farmer and he works with 4 strong dogs. My favorite is Vicky. She is really a good dog. I didn't understand how Grant succeeded to control the dogs by shouting and using a few gestures. But it was interesting to see that each dog was in a position and with a different mission from the other dogs of the team. The dogs usually move a group of cows or sheep from a field to another paddock. It was very pleasant to move the dogs on the quad bike. The dogs are very serious, but Vicky often tries to kiss Grant while he is driving. That is Vicky. Grant often opens and closes big wooden gates. It's really physical. The wooden gates are a cheaper material used in the paddock. I like this drawing because the light is well done. Oops. So, in New Zealand, the sheep and the cows are secure and safe. There are no animals like wolves, for example, to attack the herds. In this drawing, I sketch Grant's farms. Paparoa is very hilly. You see here some cows moving towards another paddock. The black dog is running and barking, but he is always guided by Grant. And here you see Grant is throwing the hay. It looks like spark in the wind. Sorry. First this. Yes, thank you. Here you see Vicky and Lizzie are running very fast. And here, that is a portrait with the boss Grant. The shepherd doesn't walk a lot, but often he uses a quad bike and a motorfarm bike. And here the sheep are in the box. Thank you. In this picture you can see a typical Paparoa landscape. It's very quiet. The time I passed here was for me like a bubble. That's why I draw many bubbles. In this picture, this is the lovely house of Grant and Glenda. I would like to say that a home without a cat or a dog is not a home, but is just a house. The next picture, prepare yourself, you may feel queasy. This drawing shows when the farmer cuts the tail of the lamb. Without the tail, the poo doesn't get stuck around the bottom, which is what attracts the flies and causes the problem. The process is called digging the lambs. After cutting the tail, Grant castrates it. If it's a boy lamb, he puts an elastic ring on. It's called elastration. Then the farmer puts pink antiseptic stuff to stop the flies landing on the wound. Also, with a tool, the farmer takes the ear of the lamb. It's like printing a mat. Here, it's a shape of M, which shows that this lamb belongs to Grant's farm. And it's called tagging. Okay. Maybe you can make a zoom if you want. Next we have a drawing where you can see a jumper. It's to build stockyards for the cows. I was really impressed that Grant had constructed this jumper by himself. I will describe how it works. A big mallet rams the post into the ground. This mallet doesn't damage the wood. So I finished this sketchbook with the landscape from Paparoa. It's so gorgeous and it reminds me of Hobbiton. It's like I really learned to love rain in Paparoa too. Thank you for watching.